We no longer live in an era where elections look like this or like this. Elections nowadays are miserably nerve-wracking because when a race is really close like it is now between Harris and Trump, the entirety of world history can be changed by the smallest of things. Don't believe me? Well, look no further than the 2000 election between George Bush and Al Gore. That race was also a dead heat going into election night, and just like today, it featured an incumbent VP running at arm's distance from the current president. Although unlike Biden, Clinton had high approvals, but Gore kept him away from the campaign trail due to the Monica Lewinsky scandal. As election night progressed, it became very clear that it would all come down to one state: Florida. And then suddenly and shockingly, networks called Florida for Al Gore, making a Gore presidency a foregone conclusion. But a couple hours later, networks rescinded that call. And after weeks of recounts and court battles, George Bush had won Florida by a mere 537 votes, or by 0.009%. In a state where nearly 6 million people voted, 537 votes is nothing, a rounding error. A margin so small that a single comment on the debate stage or some bad weather could have easily changed the outcome. Or what about this ballot design in heavily Democratic Palm Beach County? The infamous butterfly ballot was approved by Democratic election officials, but created a lot of confusion for the many elderly retirees in Palm Beach, as third-party candidate Pat Buchanan clearly received thousands of overvotes, presumably by mistake in a race decided by just a few hundred votes. But Republicans also pointed to studies that show that networks prematurely calling Florida while polls were still open in the state depressed Republican turnout and cost them thousands of votes. So this story illustrates that when elections are as close as they are in this modern era, winning and losing can come down to much more randomness and happenstance than we probably would like to acknowledge.